Shabbat Shalom, and you are welcome to the Shabbat of this morning. And this morning, I'm going to just quickly give us a word of exhortation, a little word of exhortation before we go downstairs to also continue to celebrate the festival of Sukkot. You know, this festival of the tabernacle. You know, that's another name. You want to call it the festival of the tabernacle, because on this day in the temple in Jerusalem, we will have what is a very special procedure on the days of Sukkot, right? We have what is called water libation. The priest, the high priest, the Kohen Gadol, we have a water offering. Why? What? Water of all things, you know. But remember, Israel is not like Canada, where Canada has the biggest fresh water in the world. We just waste water as we want. Somebody can stay in the shower for 2 hours, you know, pouring the water. It doesn't care. Oh, yeah, everything is free, you know. Israel is Canada, but in Israel it's not like that, you know. Water is a scarce commodity, you know. So we can't just be wasting it like that. And actually, God Himself does not encourage wasting. Waste is not good. You need to do things in a moderate, right? In a balance. Everything has to be balanced. So, many people say, okay, why did people say, okay, come and bring me gold, come and bring me silver, come and bring me this and this and this and this. But God said, okay, we have to send people, we have to have this special offering called the offering of the water libation. Because remember that we human beings, our body is made of 70% water. And God is saying this simple commodity is life itself. Because without it, your planet, everything will not survive. There will be nothing. There will be hunger. There will be every product. There's no water, no rain. The fruit, everything is what is holistic. Everything is interconnected, right? They can't say, oh, you know what? Okay, you know what? It's the rain. I don't need you. Are you going to drink the water in the sea that is salty? Okay, you know, I have the technology to make it, to remove all the salt so that there will be no salt, and I will make it a fresh water. Okay, so how many times are you going to be drinking that? Then how many times are you going to take that and be feeding your garden, you know, a salty water? Then are you when the whole thing finish, what are you going to do? I'm going to dig and dig and dig. If you dig, there's no water. What are you going to do? So this is why I'm saying that God is telling us that as simple as water is, it's a special commodity. It's a special resource. And we have to maintain it. We have to not to make it a waste, but to respect it somehow. Okay, so the teaching of this morning is all about the sukkah. What does the sukkah represent? What does sukkah represent? I gave us a little bit about that yesterday. As I said, that sukkah for us represents, the life of a man, the life of a woman, the life of a person. It's everything that we do on Sukkot is temporal. It's not a permanent. You see, we build it one day, on the 7th day, we pull it down. We build it one day, we see yesterday, you ladies, thank you, you did a very perfect, beautiful job. No? Everything is beautiful, it's decorated, nice. The same thing, you know? The woman, you know, is born, you grow up, you know, she's beautiful, lipstick, nice hair, nice face, nice. Look at that woman when she's 100 years old, the skin, everything. And one day, she died. The same thing with the man. The man is born one day, he's macho, you know, he's everything, yeah, big. He's a six-pack, you know, yeah. Look at that man when he's 100 years old, you know. You will never believe that this is a man 60 years ago that's a macho. But now he can't even walk, you know, he can't see. He's blind because of the old age. See, it's like that. Life is a circle. So so that is what sukkah represents. So one day it's there, another day it's no longer there, and that is what is also written in the book of Psalms. Man is like a grass that one day grows, another day it's gone. It's no more. His place cannot find it anymore. So That is what we're going to discuss about this morning. The offering of Sukkot is unique in three ways. Number one, they include a total of 70 bulls. If you read the book of Leviticus completely, right, you are going to see, or the book of Numbers, the book of Numbers chapter 29. You read it from verse 12 all the way down. You are going to see all that on each day, the numbers of bulls that we are going to sacrifice differs. Okay, from say 15, 14, all the way. Okay. Now, why the total of the 70 bull? The total of the 70 bull is to invoke protection for the 70 nations. You remember when after Noah, we have 70 nations, right? That God made. So each bull represents each nation. To make protection and to invoke protection of God and also mercy of God upon those countries. Remember, as I said, that God is a God of love. God loves all His creation. Even though some people say, I'm not an Israelite, right? But remember, in the activities of Israel, the nations are included. God did not forget about them. God did not say, okay, you are not the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I kick you out. No. God Himself have an avenue to protect those people because He loves them too. They are His creations. So this is what I am saying. So in this, to provide, to invoke the protection of God upon those 70 nations, that's why we have the total of 70 bulls for the sacrifice that we use in the days of Sukkot. And secondly, the numbers of bulls are different every day, in each festival, in each day is different. Right? And thirdly, there is a special water libation which was performed every morning of Sukkot. Every morning of Sukkot, that offering, the water offering, is what is performed. It is regarding Sukkot that the Torah instructs us to be joyful on your holiday. Now, joy, like almost all other emotions, is not something that can be turned off or on, like a faucet. A person either feels joy or not. You cannot tell a man who is sad or depressed to just magically feel happy or joyful and expect that or that should happen somehow. No, it doesn't happen in such a way. The rabbis have already remarked that since we have just passed through the cleansing process of Yom Teruah and Yom HaKippurim and feel relief, forgiving, and confidence in our faith and in our relationship with our Creator, it is only natural to expect that we feel joyful at this time of the year. All right, this is what I said, that it is on a holiday that the Torah said you must be joyful. Torah command, it's a command. You must be joyful on this holiday. So now the question now is, how can someone be joyful? So it is not a joy, it's not a thing that you can just turn on or turn off. Okay, I said joy, I put it on. No. I said no joy, I put it off again. It doesn't work that way, right? So someone is either joyful or not. It's not a thing that I can turn on or off automatically. A man that is depressed, a man that has a problem, a man that is sick, that is in pain, you ask him to be joyful, he look at you, he tell you, what did you smoke? Because the guy is in pain. The man is sick, and you are telling him to be joyful. The man will tell you, go away with your what? With your sukkah. Because he is not interested. But it is a thing according to what a rabbi said. A rabbi said that it is normal. It is a natural process to see that since we pass through the festival of Yom Teruah, asking God for forgiveness. Because at that time, we actually go, for those who actually go into the deepest part of their heart. You remember the inner sanctum, the inner chamber. If you go into the inner chamber of your heart to search yourself, that ask God for true forgiveness, and you forgive others their sin, and you make a reparation for the wrongdoing, and you do right what you did wrong, then it is natural for you to feel relief. Say, God, thank you. Because all this process, I have done all this process, and I feel that the big load on my shoulder is taken off. Now I feel good. Now I feel happy. And that is why Sukkot is the next festival. So you feel happy naturally because everything has been taken care of. So you feel happy about that. So, but to a certain extent, the type of answer really only begs the question. It is quite difficult for anyone to feel completely satisfied with oneself and one's actions after undergoing a thorough, honest, and only painful self-examination. Yes, it is only, like I said before, you forgive others. It is easy to forgive those that wrong you. You forgive them. But the hardest thing is to forgive yourself. That is the question. Many people, there is somebody came, I was communicating with me. He said, I feel remorse for all my wrongdoing. I feel remorse for all the wrong things I have done. Right? Those people that wronged me before I forgive them, but Rabbi, I can't forgive myself. I say, it's not, you can't. You can do that. Because I know it is hard. The hardest thing for a man, for a woman, for a person is to forgive themselves for their wrong. They say, I was foolish to do that. I can't forgive myself now. No. To complete that joy, to complete that, joyfulness, you have to forgive yourself. No, yes, you have to do that. If you don't do that, it won't be complete. It's like 99.99999, but you need that 1.1 to complete it 100%. If you don't have that 0.1 to complete it, the enemy will be bringing that memory back into you. You can't forgive yourself, and then that making you to always go down, depressed, because you can't forgive yourself. Before 2 seconds you were happy, and the enemy bring the memory back. No, you have to forgive yourself. Once you forgive yourself, then you can live a happy and a joyous life. We are not privy to our fault and falling, and even though we are confident that heaven's goodness has forgiven us, we are still well aware of the problems that remain within us and limits, if not even prevent any feeling of overwhelming joy to take hold. And yet the Torah insists that we be joyful and of good cheer on this day of Sukkot. It is a command that we have to feel joyous. So God is telling us, because many people say, no, I can't do that. No. You have to do it. You have to forgive yourself. If you can forgive others, the big thing that they wrong you, how much more, why can't you forgive your own self? I know it is hard, but we have to. It is a step that we have to take in the right direction. Because if you don't take that step in the right direction, it will be hard for you to obey the command. You must be joyful on your day of Sukkot. This is a joyful day. This is a day that we thank heaven. We thank the Lord our God for all His prosperity, for all His blessing upon us, for cleansing us from all our iniquity, from all our sins. So if the Almighty God has forgiven you, why don't you forgive yourself? That is the question. Some people say God has forgiven you, but you are still holding something back against your own self. That is stupidity. You have to do what? Forgive yourself. Let it go. Let it go. Let the negativity go. You don't need it. What you need now is what? Positivity. Now that positivity should envelop you completely. Then you feel completely joyous. Some people say, my husband did this, my wife did this, my children did this. Forgive. You're forgiving them, right? So why can't I did this against my husband. Man, it's very hard for me. Your husband has forgiven you. The heavens has forgiven you. Forgive yourself. Right? So, and once you forgive yourself, just to complete it, do not repeat it again. That is it. Do not let it happen again. And you just continue to ride on the ladder of righteousness. These sages has given us a markedly different perspective to the emotion of joy. And it is this perspective that I feel the Torah is speaking of when commanding us regarding the holiday of Sukkot. The rabbis in the Talmud stated that there is no joy comparable to the joy one feels when doubt has been resolved and clarity and reality reigns. That is what the rabbis of the Talmud said. That there is no any joy that can be compared to the feel that you feel, to the feeling that you feel when everything is clear. When you see reality in real. Remember, a lot of things that the enemy does against us is what? It's not real. Everything is facade. It's not real. He comes to you. He says, this is the fruit. You see, it's shiny, it's nice. But the inside is rotten. You don't know. You say, oh yeah, it's good, it's nice. You take it, you eat it, you get poison. Right? But once we have once the doubt in our heart, because human beings doubt, and Torah wants us about doubt, right? Torah wants us about doubt. Very well say you should not doubt. Do not doubt the Lord your God, right? Do not. He said the sin of a doubter is like the sin of a witchcraft. Someone that doubts is equivalent. His sin is equivalent to the sin of a witchcraft. But when you doubt, you can't do anything in your life. Your doubt brings you down. You can't take another step because you don't have faith. You have no faith. So because if you take another step, you are going to tumble. You are going to fall. There is no faith in you because you doubt every time. Everything is doubt. No, you have to let it go. Throw them away. Garbage. You don't need them. Right? You have to build yourself and build your what? Your faith. So once all those doubts has been resolved, everything is gone, reality, you can see the world the way it is. It's no longer facade. That is no longer abacadabra or what? Yeah, exactly. That is nothing like that anymore because everything is clear. You know, so and then you can say, oh, I can make my own decision because everything is clear. I can see. So, much of the sadness that exists in life is based on the uncertainty, which is true. The plethora of options and choices, the consequences of which are never clear to us, and in the difficulty we face in placing our life and their event into proper perspective. A flash of clarity, an insight of perspective, a moment of confidence, decision can truly bring about a feeling of joy. Excellent. So once we have this clarity, because in life there's a lot of options, right? Life gives you a lot of options. But in some of those options, if there is no clarity, then you go and take that and do that option, then you tumble or you fall, then you go, oh man, why did I make this mistake? But it is already too late. But once every doubt is removed, and once you can see clearly, then you can be able to make the right choice, the right option, and which the Torah said, I present before you two things, life and death. But as my children, I advise you to choose life, which is the Torah. Take life. Life is good. And then with life, everything in your life will be fantastic. Everything in your life will be robust. Yes, there will be up and down. Torah didn't tell you that there is no up and down. Even though Yeshua HaMashiach did not say that, bring me your load and I will give you an empty one. No. Yeshua HaMashiach said that when you bring your heavy load, right, I will take it and I will give you a small one. He didn't say you are going to be free. Because many people say, oh, when I believe in Yeshua, I am free. No, there's nothing like that, my friend. It's a satanic message. It's a negative message. there is no total freedom. Right? There is responsibility. There is work to be done. And that is why God said, I'm going to give you a small load that you can carry. Not the one that is killing you like this, that your back is broken. No, no, no. This one, you stand erect. It's a small one, but it's still responsibility. Remember, God gave Adam responsibility. God did not create Adam free like a bird, right? Flying free of charge. No. The responsibility of Adam is to take care of what? Of the garden. It's a responsibility. Protect it, guide it, walk it, make sure that everything is perfect. It's good. So that is our responsibility. We still have responsibility to perform, right? But not heavy load, but a small one. Sukkot can provide us with the clarity and perspective. It teaches us that our physical home and house is not quite as important as we may think of it. It instructs us that everything in this physical world is temporal and not permanent. And it also aligns us in the beauty of nature. The necessity for heaven's blessing of rain, productivity, and the realization that even though our lives and existence are indeed fragile, we should treasure every breathing moment and see it in the perspective of our immortality and eternity. This is what Sukkot provides us. It provides us with that clarity. Sukkot provides us with nature. It gives us the understanding of nature. Because remember, I said, I command you to dwell in booths, in sukkah, right? But what is that sukkah? That sukkah is an attempt of God saying, we can come outside, come into nature, understand it, live it, and enjoy it. Not every day inside your four walls, right? Because, not every day on your TV, glued to your TV. Not every day glued to your car. But enjoy nature. Understand it. That because when you understand nature, when you enjoy it, there's something that you can that you can gain, an understanding that you can even gain more because you live it, because you experience it. So nature is good. And also understanding the blessing of rain. Because and the productive the way the earth bring up blessing for us. Sukkot engender us within us the appreciation of correct priority in our life. Sukkot help us to put our life in what? In priority. Because remember, man's life is fragile, very fragile. Today it is there, tomorrow it's no more. The life of a man is like an egg. Egg is very fragile. If you don't protect it, it breaks. And once it breaks, you cannot gather it together and make it like before. No, it's broken, and that is it. That is the way the life of a man is. It's very fragile. And when you see the children, when the children will tell you, oh, mama and papa will say, be careful, please, drive carefully, please, don't do this, please, don't do that, please. And they say, mama, papa, you worry too much. Because when we're a child, we're immature, right? The children, they're invisible. They think the life that nothing can happen to them, because they're children, right? They do everything, and if anything happens to them, it is not their problem now, it's the problem of the mama and papa. But everything is on the head of the parent. But they say, it's my life, I don't care. No, it is not your life, it is our life. Because if anything happens to you, it will affect me. So why do I want you to cause trouble for me? I don't want trouble. So that's why I shout. That's why I said, no, be careful. No, do this the way it is. Because I know, I understand more than you. Because you are my son, you are my child. So again, the priority to put our life in order, the achievement of a proper balance between the illusion and reality, exact man. Because what the enemy offers us is what? Illusion. Facade. You look at it, you see everything is fantastic, it's good, but at the back it's ugly. I was having a discussion with this morning with my wife on the way. So there's a lady that I met. So we're discussing. Well, what do you do? You know, what's your job and so on and so forth. Oh, he said, I'm a model. I was a model. Oh, what's a model? I was thinking in my head, you know. So your profession is a model. So what is your education? What education do you have? No education. I'm a model. And now at the age of 27 to 25 is condemned, right? Those lies that they have lied to them in their head, you know, you need to keep your body so skinny. Now she's now working some I don't know, some low paid job. A woman that's supposed to have gone to school, get education, make better of her life. But because they watch all these glances newspaper and this television asking her about, oh, babe, come. And now she's useless. Not useless, but what I'm trying to say is that nobody needs her again. And she has to now begins to go and do what and look for some payload job, you know. So this is what I'm saying, that the most important, that the Torah helps us to put our life in priority. Okay, I know what I want. I know what I want to get in my life. I know what I'm pursuing in my life. Oh, I want to be a doctor. I pursue it hard. I want to be a lawyer. I pursue it hard. I want to be a dentist. I pursue it hard. I want to be a police officer. I pursue it hard. You know, it gives us a priority, because remember, as I said, life is fragile. You think, oh, I'm still very young. I'm 18 years old. Before you know it, you are 60 years old. Because me, I can remember when I was 19 years old. I said, oh man, I want to return back to 19 years old. You can't return. You can't return. No. Yeah, exactly. You can't return. See, that is it. Because when you are that age, you think everything is eternal. No, it's not everything. It's eternal. So now I can understand what my mama is talking to me. I can understand what my father told me at that time. But during that time, you don't listen. No, I'm young. Remember, you cannot be young forever. See, that is the point. So Torah help us. So, and this festival of Sukkot gave us a lot of understanding to differentiate between illusion and reality. So the enemy gives you illusion, but the Torah gives you the reality, the real thing. It provides us with the most necessary dose of humanity, one that can allow us to see things in the proper perspective. You know, like for example, when a person has an allergy. For example, a person has it's an allergy. You know, the leaves grow up, the eyes. Oh no, maybe the person has eaten eating scratch here, or has eaten some peanut or seafood or that is allergic to. What do you do? Oh, do you have EpiPen? Boom, right? You know. So you have the right dose. The same thing here. So once we understand what the Torah is talking about, Torah gives us the proper dose against the enemy, against the negativity, right? The right dose. So you can live our life a happy life every time, not just being depressed. God doesn't want us to be depressed. It's not for His children. Depressed is for the children of the world, not the children of God, because we know that the God that we serve is a God that wants us to be happy at all times. So the Hebrew people throughout a long journey and difficult journey, years and experience, have always realized that the world that we live is a sukkah. Everything is what is temporal, because our traditions has told us that for years and years and years. Remember, this is not your home. I will always put that in our mind. You put that in the mind of the children when they were young. Always, when they started understanding, this is not your home. 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 So you will always remember them. And as they grow up with that this place is a temporary thing. It's not my home. My home is in Kedem. My home is in the Garden of Eden. My home is in the world above. So therefore, you don't attach yourself too much to the things here. No. But when you attach yourself too much to the things here, you find it difficult to live it. And when the time comes, when the owner of the energy comes and say, give me back my energy, you feel sad. Because you attach yourself too much into it. You know? But when you don't attach yourself too much, make best of it. Remember, Moshe give us, life is once. You live the best of it. Make the best of it. But don't attach yourself with it. But when the owner comes, the owner will request his energy back. And you have to be happy to say, as Yeshua give us the parable of the good servant. You know, he said the servant was joyful. But, oh, master, you gave me $2. I turned the $2 to $4. And the master said, hey, good, welcome home, a good servant. Right? And the other one will come and said, hey, the one that attached himself too much. He said, you wicked man, you gave me $1. What do you want me to do with $1? Can't give me back your $1. And the master will say, you wicked servant, go to damnation. You know? So this is what I'm saying. So we don't have to attach ourselves to the things of the world, but we have to live the best life that God has given us. Because God envisioned for us to live the best life. Finally, that alone should awaken within us an emotion of joy, of satisfaction. In the temple time, the libation of water on the only altar of the temple in Jerusalem on the holidays of Sukkot created a national emotion of joy and rejoicing. It is interesting to note that water, which most of us take for granted, is not nearly as expensive a commodity as an animal sacrifice, for example, or as a gold offering, for example, or as a silver offering, for example. But nevertheless, it was the offering of water that occasioned the great celebration of joy in ancient Jerusalem. Simply because it was almost a relative mundane offering, it emphasized the perspective of life that Sukkot was meant to convey. One can be joyful even with plain water if one realizes the blessing of nature and the benevolence of God. In a world of excesses and the pursuit of luxury, Sukkot comes to remind us of our true priority and the necessary of a healthy balance in our life and behavior. So this is what I'm saying, that this alone should awaken within us the emotion of joy. Hearing this alone, understanding what Sukkot actually means, to automatically invoke happiness and joy in our life. Because we can see that in the world that we live in is a world of luxury. Everybody wants to live in the biggest house. I want to drive a private jet or fly a private jet, right? Oh, you know, I want to win the lottery of 68 million. And this is, I want to build a big villa in Mexico at the seaside, you know, and enjoy, you know. Everything's about materialism, nothing spiritualism. And you can't live your life like that. There must be a balance. Because man alone is not physical. They have the spiritual part of the man. So God wants us to have that balance. And water being the most simple thing. This is what actually brings joy and blessing. Because we can see with our two eyes the blessing that water brings in our lives. The food that we eat, everything, your own life, your own being depends on water. It's a simple thing, but it's very, very important. So please, and there are simple things that God is talking for us in our life, making things balanced. The Torah, choose life, for life is good. Hag Sameach, Sukkot, and Shabbat Shalom, everybody.